This is Gaylord Oklahoma Memorial in Norman. It's the LSU Tigers and the Oklahoma Sooners. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Guys, the LSU head coach told me before the game, he understands both teams are in the top 25. Both teams are quality with a lot of talent on the rosters, but he believes this stadium can make a difference. This crowd has proven to be one of the best in college football. They have been pumping in crowd noise all week at practice to make sure they are prepared for this moment. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. The Sooners ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. Fielded in the end zone. It's Harris. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Using his legs, it's Berry. Turning it on! Finds some space, enough to get 5 to the 22.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Just like we expected, this home crowd getting involved right from the start. Running right, it's Durham. Hit and drop behind the line, he'll lose a yard.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Moving the pocket, it's Levin. Unloads to the wideout. Perfect timing on the hit to keep it from making the grab, and the defense forces a fourth down.
That is exactly how you set a tone.
Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. Snapped it, and he has to have it. They get him on the ground, but not before he keeps his opening drive alive with a fourth down conversion.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's fourth down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
Running inside, it's Berry. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
They'll run him again. Breaks into the open. He's at the 40. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27.
Man, talking to the OC this week, getting this running back going was step number one. It was priority number one. He said it makes the whole offense go. Like, he is the bell cow. He is the guy. This offense is doing exactly what they set out to do on this first drive.
The Tigers look to keep this drive humming. Got it behind the line. It's Brown.
Great play by the cornerback. He was just way too physical at the point of attack. He beat his man trying to block him, and he tackled that receiver on the screen.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. To throw, it's Levitt. Timed it perfectly to knock it free. The 26, but they'd love to convert this third and long. Handoff, Caden Durham. There's a crease. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers.
I don't know how many people expected this to happen, playing on the road in this environment against a better opponent, but they showed tremendous poise on the opening drive. Nice execution. They score the touchdown. That was big time.
Here comes the two-point try. And he drops it, just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
Number 8, set to kick off.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He stopped right there after a short return, was looking for running room, and the coverage unit wasn't having it. Takes the handoff. It's Blaylock. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down. And they squelched that play so fast. Can you even still call it a sweep?
You can sweep that play under the rug and not run it again because it was very unsuccessful.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. To the air, it's Mateer. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Caught. He'll have the first down as he gets it to the 28-yard line before he stopped.
Awesome job there on 3rd down by the QB, working through his progressions. He wanted to go downfield, but the defense took everything away. So his eyes come down, he finds the drag route underneath, makes a good throw, and his guy does the rest to pick up the first.
Defense just a little too eager, and that's 5 yards for the O. Here comes the offense on 1st down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Blaylock. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a 1st down.
That's a nice run. This guy has it all, doesn't he? He has speed, he has shiftiness, and he has power. The power reminds me of an old great Sooner running back, Marcus Dupree, arguably one of the most gifted runners college football has ever seen, and a guy that didn't quite pan out at the NFL level because of injuries. This dude has it in him, though, and I'm sure he's reminding a lot of people in the stadium right now of good old Marcus Dupree.
Oh, he's got some space. Nice pick up on the ground there. They'll move the sticks for the 1st down.
first down physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. This should be the last play of the quarter. Oh, and they'll try to catch him with a pass. Left side is Hansen. Snags it and he's open. To the house. Touchdown, Oklahoma. Extra point here will give them the lead.
It's so nice as a quarterback when it's not just your receivers that are dangerous after the catch. How about the yak ability by this tight end? He's a guy that can stretch the field. He can make DBs miss, and he's got speed. He is a generational talent. He's really helping out this offense.
Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter.
Number 29, set to kick it.
On the return, it's Harris. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. Straight ahead, it's Berry. They shut it down quickly, but he gets 2 out to the 18.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
They'll need a bunch on second down. Right back to it. They knock him down right there.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
The Sooner fans booming. A cacophony of noise at the Palace on the Prairie on third down. Drops back. It's Slevin. Big hit. Knocks the ball away, and it'll force him into a fourth down.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoke the fear of God into this defense because this 3 and out.
Guys, look at this. I'm surprised. They're going to gamble and go for it here on fourth down. Snapped on fourth down. They're all over it. And they got it.
Hey, at this point of the game, 4th and short, no problem going for it. 4th and medium, I think it's too early to start taking some of these chances. I think you need to just let the game play out a little bit and trust your defense.
Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. Knocked down immediately.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. Runs it into the house. Touchdown, Oklahoma! A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
Lining up for the PAT. And the PAT makes it 14-6. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone.
Number 29, set to kick off.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Hands it off. Gain of 8 yards on the play. He's too short of the first down.
We love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Got 8 on first down. Now looking at a 2nd and 2. Motion from the back. Back to throw. It's Levin. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
But how about the strong safety on that blitz? Great job timing it and also getting to the quarterback. Sometimes you're going to have to negotiate around tight ends and running backs, and that strong safety, he just beelined into the backfield.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going for a big play downfield. Down to 2 minutes to play in the first half, and it has been a dandy. A chance to perhaps get this game tied up before the break. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Timeout called by LSU. That's their 2nd. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long. Snapped it, and he has to have it. He's not afraid to go deep. And that one falls incomplete. A huge stand by the defense.
Aggressive. You want to be aggressive. You want to take
neutral site showdown where neither team has the home field edge. It's the Texas Longhorns against the Washington Huskies. For EA Sports College Football, Chris Fowler along with Joel Klatt here in the booth, and joined on the field by Holly Rowe. Hello, Holly.
I caught up with the Washington head coach before the game. Coach is using a great motivational tactic in the locker room with his team. He told me this is the best game outside of the playoffs in this postseason. I am challenging our guys to put on a show for our fans. They want to make sure people know we will be in the playoff next year, and that motivation all starts here today with a terrific top 25 matchup. Guys, back to you.
Thank you, Holly. We'll keep an eye on that. Huskies will kick this away to get us going. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Gets it out quickly to the left side. He stopped right at the line. That's sure tackling.
Well, this defense told us they were going to be ready for these completions at or near the line of scrimmage, and that was going to be a big part of their plan, and you can see that paying off here. Good pursuit, good job tackling in space, and that's a completion for no gain.
He escapes the pocket. It's a deep shot to the right. Catch is made deep down the right sideline. Keeps a foot in bounds. What concentration.
Wow, Chris, they come out of the gate swinging, and like Mike Tyson said, this defense, you've got to plan until you get punched in the face. Well, consider that the first punch to the face. Beautiful throw by the quarterback and a huge gain for the offense.
So this offense is threatening now. Ball inside the 40 after that explosive play. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. The Longhorns come to the line in the hurry-up.
Well, now this defense is in a perfect situation. You're creating an obvious passing situation for the offense, and you can get these pass rushers going. Get them out on the edge, let them get after the quarterback, and create havoc in the backfield. But tomorrow when this quarterback coach grades this film, he's going to put a plus next to this play for the quarterback. Not only does he make the right read, but he picks up a nice bit of yardage, and he avoids the hit and steps out of bounds. That's what I'm talking about.
Big moment on the opening drive. They face third down. Dropping back. It's Manning. Gets made on the out route. Now play more than enough for a first down. Sets him up at the 24.
Well, this is a great job by this offense of just taking what the defense is going to give. If there's off coverage, just throw that out route right underneath the corner, and it's an easy pitch and catch for a first down.
On the run, it's Smothers. Oh, what a move. They bring him down to the 13. This offense really threatening now to score on first down.
Well, Chris, finally they get that run game going. I've been asking them to run it better on first down. They finally do, and here, lo and behold, they move the chains. Good job up front. Running back gets loose, and now you got a first down.
They'll try to run inside, but nowhere to go.
As the field condenses in the red zone, it becomes so difficult to run the football, and I think it becomes even more difficult to do it out of the shotgun. Because remember, you need space, you need to put the defense in conflict, and if you're not able to do that, then you need extra blockers.
Touchdown, Longhorns. They grab the early lead. Extra point try coming now. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. They'll return it from inside the 10-yard line. And they stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. Pre-snap motion from the offense. A pop pass on the jet sweep. They'll actually lose yardage after the catch. The defense all over in that time.
Well, in our meetings, this defense told us they're going to be ready for these plays. They understand the looks and the motion, and they know that this offense loves to use these, in particular early in a game. And here they are trying to go to that well, and sure enough, the defense is ready for it.
The loss sets up a 2nd and long from the 20. Dropping back, it's Williams. And it's going to be incomplete after a great battle for the football that time.
No. You can't make that throw as a quarterback. The defense is all over that. The eyes are in the backfield. It's zone coverage. They know exactly where he's looking, and he's staring at his intended target the entire time. That throw has got to go in a different direction.
Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. That's reeled in. It's Williams. Brought down short of the marker. That's going to set up a 4th and 2.
That's a solid tackle by this defense, just short of the marker, but inside of 2 yards, I think you're going to go for this if you're the offense.
Sorry to interrupt, Joel, but this offense is going to go for it here on 4th down. And he's throwing for it on 4th down. Makes the catch, and that is enough for a first down. He'll be ruled down there, but a 4th down conversion with plenty to spare.
A big tight end who can run after the catch, Chris, that is every quarterback's dream. All you got to do is hit him in stride, and he does the rest. This guy is sensational.
Washington getting set with a 1st and 10 now. From the shotgun, it's a handoff, and they'll stop him after a fairly minimal pickup.
These run plays don't look like much, but I'm telling you, they are vital to keep them on schedule, create those short yardage 2nd and 3rd down opportunities.
The game makes it 2nd and medium. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. On the move now. He bought some time, now lets it go. I hear it. He's in the clear. The sophomore with great work after the catch. Huskies pick up enough yardage to get a fresh set of downs. An inside give now from the shotgun. Tackle made inside the 10. They'll spot the ball at the 7.
Body blows, body blows, body blows. You run the football like this, you gain 5, you gain 6, time and time again. That play action pass is going to be at your disposal. You can get to the RPO. Everything on offense becomes easier. This line...
Touchdown, Washington. Caught in the end zone. They throw for the score. And now the point-after attempt to tie this game up heading to the break. And there's the point-after. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Back to throw. It's Manning. Caught behind the line. It's Smothers. Defense makes the tackle as the final seconds of this first quarter run out. We are deadlocked at the end of a fun, competitive first quarter. Let's check out the stats so far. And as we move to the second quarter, we hope these teams will build on a promising start. Here we go, first play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. Trying to find some room. It's Smothers. Longhorns pick up enough yardage to move the sticks.
I'm a big fan of this back. You can tell he understands the game. He understands situations. You can see he knows where he needs to get, and he's able to get the line to gain, move the chains for a first down.
From the shotgun, here's an inside give. They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play.
I've always been a big believer that you build defenses front to back and inside out. There is nowhere to go in the middle of this field right now. They're doing a great job of not allowing that offensive line to gain traction at the line of scrimmage. It's a beautiful stop right there. Really nowhere to go in the middle.
Moves out of the pocket. On the run, he'll let it go. Finds a man open on the right side downfield. What a grab by the junior. First down here for this offense. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
Well, the key to third down success is being good on first down, and here the defense does a great job on first down of bowing up and stopping the run, and that's the key to this thing. If you can create long yardage situations, now they have to throw the football, and that pass rush can start getting after it.
Bringing pressure, and they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Well, we knew this was going to be a key for this defense. They had to impact the quarterback, make him feel you in that pass rush, and they're able to get to him and hit him as he throws. That play right there, that'll pay dividends the rest of the game.
Looking to pass, it's Manning. Caught by the receiver. He goes out of bounds. They'll spot him short of the 15. Tackle is made, but the junior quarterback shows off his arm strength that time. Here comes a throw from the red zone. Makes a quick grab. And he's run out after a big gain. The offense will be set up with a first down and goal.
These are the opportunities you just cannot let slip away. You got first and goal inside the 5. Chris, this is their chance to punch it in here and really gain some momentum in this game.
Longhorns come to the line with first and goal. On the ground, it's Smothers. And he busts into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas. And they get set now to try the PAT. The PAT is no good. Wow. So after putting up a touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Return begins inside the 10. Tackle at the 22. Good job by the coverage team. So the first play of the drive coming up here, under 3 minutes to play before half. And there's the handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
This is exactly what pops up on film in preparing for this defense. His recognition, getting into the backfield, stopping plays before they ever get started. Look how fast he recognizes what's going on and then his instincts to go make the tackle.
Here comes the pressure. Oh, and he'll be sacked on the play. Defense, big play.
It looks to me like this quarterback is really struggling seeing the defense. This is just zone defense, and you can tell he's not very comfortable. He's sitting in the pocket. He doesn't understand where his eyes should start and where he should go with the football, and because of that, the indecision leads to a sack. He really needs to start locating the safety right at the snap to understand the coverage that he sees.
Offense choosing to go for it here on 4th down. Looking to throw. It's Williams. Going for a big play downfield. It's a 4th down stop. The offense will take over in house territory. The coach's choice to go for it does not pan out. Great spot to start this drive for the offense. Looking for some space. It's Smothers. And he goes nowhere. Stop cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Boy, really good job by this defense. Look at him just swarm the ball carrier. He's got nowhere to go. It's just really a no-chance carry for the ball carrier. And a great tackle in the backfield.
Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Looking right. This one caught. Tackle is made, but the ball will be spotted at the 4. Here we go, 3rd down. Defense needs a stop here, trying to force a field goal attempt. Mowers all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns. Looked like a designed run all the way, and the big guys up front do a great job for the touchdown.
Chris, these type of plays and these schemes are such an advantage for the offense. You're adding that extra player to the run game by having your quarterback carry the football. And it's so difficult to adjust for a defense. And that physicality of that O-line, you're exactly right. They're winning the line of scrimmage. That's an easy touchdown.
Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And he'll bring it out from inside the 10. When he's got some space here. Gets some blocks. And he finally steps out, but not before an excellent return to set up the offense. So here we go. First play of the drive, under 2 minutes before halftime. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Tackle made at the 26-yard line. This offense getting closer to the red zone.
Chris, there are some players that when they have the ball in their hands, they just hate to be tackled. And that's this guy. He's always fighting for extra yardage, and here he's able to get 2, 3, 4, 5 extra yards after contact.
To throw, it's Williams. Pass complete on a crosser. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass. They mix it up with a run. Tough running to avoid a loss that just barely gets back to the line of scrimmage. We get a timeout now from the Huskies. That's their first. They have 2 more to work with before halftime. Offense needing to keep this drive alive. It's a 3rd down play. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Looking for his big tight end. And it's incomplete that time, just out of reach of the receiver.
Man, as a quarterback, you'd really love to have that one back. This is 3rd and manageable. You feel like you can move the chains here. They did a fine job on 1st and 2nd down, putting them in a situation where they've got both the run and the pass at their disposal, and they're unable to connect. He's got to do a better job on 3rd down.
Here we go on 4th down. Did not make first down yardage. Welcome to Autzen Stadium in Eugene, Oregon. It's the Notre Dame Fighting Irish against the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined in the booth by my fellow Colorado grad, Joel Klatt. And Holly Rowe is patrolling the sidelines for us. Hey, Holly.
When you talk about decibels, making it hard to play for the opponents, the first stadium you've got to think about is Autzen Stadium in Eugene, Oregon. This is one of the most acoustically challenging places for opponents to step onto the field. The loud and the proud, the Ducks make noise whenever opponents come to town. Back to you.
All right, thanks, Holly. Good stuff. Notre Dame will kick it off to get us underway. Bringing it out, it's Davison. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. Here comes a jet sweep. The defense flying to the ball. They'll drop him for a loss on the first play of the game.
2nd down coming up.
They go backwards on 1st down, so it's 2nd and long from the 19. Tight end goes in motion. Scanning the field. It's Moore. Caught over the middle. It's Johnson. They bring him down just short of the marker, inches away from a first down. Defense trying to dig in here on this opening drive. It's 3rd down and inches. Movement here from the tight end. Going to pick up the 3rd and short through the air. Oh, they've got him for a sack. That'll bring up 4th down.
Offensively, that's very frustrating. On your own side of the 50, you're just trying to move the chains and put together a series, and the defense is able to get a big stop. I love the aggressive play calling by the defense, setting up the blitz.
Wait, check this out, Joel. The offense is going to go for it here on 4th down. 4th down, looking to throw for it. And he's going to stretch the defense, taking a deep shot here. And it's broken up nicely. A defensive stop and a turnover on downs. Turnover on downs after that defensive stop.
Well, this is the risk you run. You're going to be this aggressive on the opening series of the game, and they don't get it. And now the momentum is clearly on the other side. What a great job by that defense. And now if I'm the offense going on the field, I'm going to be aggressive right away. In this sudden change environment, why not take a shot? In the first couple of plays, I think they put the ball in the air.
That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Offensively, they've got to find a way to run the football with more efficiency. If they're unable to do so, it will be a long day.
It's early, but this crowd is fired up. Listen to this noise here. This is going to be tough for the visitors today. Not much on that play, brought down short.
This is exactly what the defense is hoping for right here, Chris. A couple of stops, and now all of a sudden you've got an obvious 3rd and 6. You can get that pass rush going. You got to get after the quarterback, disrupt his rhythm. If they can do that, they can get off the field.
And the crowd coming to life here, trying to help this defense down in the red zone. Looking downfield, it's Carr. Can't hold on. Good defensive play. Brings up a 4th down.
Really good timing from this secondary. The contact arrives right when the ball arrives, and it's able to dislodge it. Great job from them. Incomplete pass.
So on 4th down now, out comes the field goal unit. Makes it look easy. So we have our first points on the board. That makes it 3-0.
Well, that's a confidence boost for this team. It's a good quality drive, and you ended in points. I know they would have rather been in the end zone, but again, getting points on the board in this situation, that's solid for them.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. And the Oregon offense comes back out on the field. Remember, that last possession went for it in 4th down and got stopped, ended up costing them a field goal. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. It's a short completion to the big tight end. Tackle is made. That's a short gain, well short of the marker. Short gain makes it 2nd and long. That's tough against a defense like this. It's an option look. He'll toss it to the back. And the runner steps out of bounds, but does have enough yardage to pick up the 1st down.
Boy, I really love the rhythm that this offensive line is in. Staying out of 3rd down, being able to run the football here. Nice job by the running back and the offensive line, moving the line of scrimmage and moving the chains. This offense is going to continue to build on this success. Now, after running the football on 2nd, you can start to get to the play-action pass. I really love what they're doing here.
Completion makes it 2nd down. Handoff from the shotgun. And that broken tackle will earn him 1st down yardage.
Well, it doesn't always have to be pretty, and it doesn't always have to be dominant. You just got to move the chains. We need 1st downs here as an offense. They're able to do that with a nice little run.
And the Ducks are moving quickly down the field. And the wideout goes in motion. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. fighting off the defender. Pass play produces just a yard, so now they come up 2nd and 9. Play action fake, looking to throw. The pressure's on, and they'll trap him for a sack. Big play by this defense.
Chris, one of the things that goes most overlooked when you're talking about the pass rush is the coverage. And here, in particular in man, they're taking away the quick and easy throw, forcing the quarterback to hold the football and allowing that rush to get home. It's a beautiful job of the combination of coverage and rush working together.
Oh, it is incomplete. A chance for a big man takeaway there, but he couldn't quite hold on.
I understand as an offense that you want to try to get the ball down the field, force it down the field, force the issue. The problem is that you...
Sorry to interrupt, Joel, but this offense is going to go for it on 4th down on their own side. Trying for a 4th down completion. The pocket breaking down. Incomplete, a huge 4th down stand by this defense. And that's going to be a turnover on downs for the offense.
Well, they told us they were going to be aggressive, but man...
This is Memorial Stadium in Bloomington, Indiana. It's the Ole Miss Rebels against the Indiana Hoosiers. Great to have Holly Rowe join us reporting from the sidelines. Holly?
Checking in with the Rebels head coach. He understands both teams are in the top 25. Both teams are quality with a lot of talent on the rosters. But he believes this stadium can make a difference. This crowd has proven to be one of the best in college football. They have been pumping in crowd noise all week at practice to make sure they are prepared for this moment. Back to you.
Okay, thank you, Holly. And the Rebels will kick this away to start us off. And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football. And now it's second down.
This is one of the advantages of playing zone defense is that the eyes of the defender are all over the quarterback. So even though it looks like a completion, he's able to break on the football, create contact to knock it loose.
Takes the handoff. It's Richard. Oh, he's got open space. The gain moves the ball to the 34.
Yeah, Chris, I like this play right here because after a 2nd and 10, what you want is just a manageable third down. I've always thought, like, hey, get half of this back, create a third down that's more manageable for the play caller and for the quarterback, and that's exactly what they've done here.
Stopping at the 43, but that's enough to make a first down.
You know, as an offense and a quarterback, you never really feel settled into a game, in particular a game of this magnitude, until you can move the chains. And here, they don't even have to throw the ball to do it. Nice run for a first down. Now this rhythm can get established for this offense, in particular in this big moment in the playoff.
And the Hoosiers will line up on 1st and 10. To throw, it's Hoover. Looking to scramble. Nowhere to go here, and the ball is knocked loose. The offense able to fall on it and avoid the turnover. Got lucky that time. After the sack on first down, it's second down. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. On the run, he'll let it go. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense.
I always wonder, Chris, just how quickly these quarterbacks can forget about a mistake. And listen, they're going to happen. You're going to throw interceptions. But the great ones come back right away, and they play better because of them. We'll see how he reacts the rest of the game.
The offense is set up with excellent field position. In the red area, it's Lacey. Run it up the middle, but stuffed for no gain.
Chris, I've been so excited to watch this guy play. He's so aggressive. We're going to see this all day long. He is one of the better linebackers in the country. Here he's in the backfield making a play. His ability to diagnose what's going on the other side of the football is so good.
Caught in the backfield. It's Lacey. Breaks free, and he might be gone. Forced out of bounds, but a nice gain there, and the offense will have a 1st and goal. The Rebels hoping to punch it in here. They have 1st and goal. Keep it on the ground, trying to power in for the touchdown. And he muscles into the end zone. Touchdown, Ole Miss.
Well, you can't start any better than that as an offense. You get that ball and you go right down the field for a score. You know, a lot of times these offensive coordinators create scripts, the first 10 or 15 plays. They map them out during the week. Well, this one was mapped out perfectly.
He's missed the PAT. Wow. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. And the Hoosiers offense is back out there on the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. looking for some space. It's Richard.
Keeping the defense honest with the run game, always important. Plus, this offense is staying on schedule.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Here comes a handoff. And they'll tackle him for a loss of 5 yards.
Chris, somebody needs to tell this quarterback that there is a P in the RPO. That's clearly a pass read. He gives it to the back, and they're all over it. The defense was swarming in the backfield for a loss.
Offense will try to convert a 3rd and long from the 27. We'll see if the defense brings the blitz. Quick throw to his receiver. Makes the diving grab there. That was beautiful.
No mystery who they're looking to on 3rd down. You find your best wide receiver, you love the matchup, and you go to him. That's an easy pitch and catch and an easy 1st down.
On 1st down, it's play action. Receiver makes the catch. Breaks into the clear. They finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 25.
Oh, I love to see this. Bill Walsh used to say timing plus ball placement equals yards after the catch, and this play is perfectly executed. Ball is on time, it's on target. Now you get all those yards down the field. Beautiful run by the wide receiver after the catch.
The Hoosiers looking to keep this drive rolling. Ball handed off. He shreds the tackle. Brought down, but broke a tackle to produce a solid gain there.
Well, this is exactly what you need to do on 1st down is continue to stay on schedule and keep your quarterback out of those long yardage passing situations. The run game is doing a good job, and you got to give the credit to the offensive line. Continue to churn yards on 1st.
Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. Now rolling out to his left. Caught near the goal line. And they bring him down, but they'll spot the ball at the 3. Fresh set of downs, 1st and goal. On the ground, trying to punch it in for the score. When they try the middle, but stuffed for no gain.
That's really solid defense, being gap sound here in their defensive front 7. And they're doing a great job against this run game. They knew that that was going to be a point of emphasis here today. They wanted to stop the run first, and they're doing that.
Now they come up 2nd and goal from the 3. They'll try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. And he fights in for the score. Touchdown, Indiana. The offense is out there. Here comes a 2-point conversion attempt. Off the play fake, looking to pass it. And he grabs it in the end zone for a successful 2-point try.
Chris, you can tell they spend a lot of time on these 2-point plays. It's just executed perfectly. Good timing by the quarterback. Throw it into the end zone, and it's good.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. First play of the drive now for the 25. Takes the ball and heads to the left side. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
Chris, you're supposed to build a defense front to back and inside out. None of that happens here. This offense hits them right down the middle. That is way too easy. They're going to have to change this scheme immediately. Call something different on defense right now.
Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. Indiana has the lead here. And at the end of the first quarter, let's check out the stats so far. Offense getting set for a 2nd down here to begin the quarter. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Caught near the sticks. It's Haas. Brought down, but not before he gets into enemy territory at the 49.
That's a good find by the quarterback. These early first downs within the series, they're so important to establish momentum. And now you've got to take that momentum and carry it with you. Try to get this ball down the field and go get points on this series.
Breaks clear over the middle. Can they catch him? And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels.
That is exactly what the doctor ordered in this situation. Tight ball game, and they drive the length of the field. Great execution from everyone on the offensive side to go all the way down the field and put it in the end zone.
And the PAT is good. Puts them up 5.
Ole Miss 13, Indiana 8.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Beebe. He's tackled at the 17, so it'd been better to leave it in the end zone for a touchback. And here comes the Indiana offense back out on the field. The last drive, the passing game, very effective. Moved him right down the field. And the defense pressured and dropped back at the 8-yard line.
Chris, there's so much emphasis put on third down, and rightly so. That's really the action play of the series. But the third down success or lack thereof, it really happens because of what happens on first down. And here, this defense creating a negative play on first down is setting them up for success here down the line.
And they bring him down. That's a very solid gain, but still well short of the marker. Offense looking to keep the drive alive. It's third down. Looking downfield. It's Hoover. He escapes the pocket. Looking to scramble now. And that senior toughness on display as he keeps the drive moving himself.
You got to be connected as a defense, and here the secondary does everything they can on this snap. Nowhere to throw the football, they do their job. But up front, this front 7 gets outside of their rush lanes. And because of that, there's a gap for the quarterback to scramble, and he stays ahead of the chains. That's a really nice scramble from the quarterback, but clearly this front 7's got to do a better job in their rush lanes.
Defense all over that first down throw. Short gain makes it 2nd and 7. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Gets the ball off as he's hit, but it's incomplete. They're backed up here trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. On the ground, it's Richard. They've got him in the backfield, nowhere to run. They'll lose a yard on the play.
I think the mark of a great defense is not just a defense that...
Hold on, Joe. Looks like this offense is going to go for it on 4th down at their own end of the field. Play fake, looking to throw. He lets it go on the move. Oh, what a grab! He'll be ruled down, but has enough for a first down with plenty to spare.
That is such a demoralizing play for a defense. They have done everything right, put themselves in a position where it's 4th and forever. You've got to get yourself off the field. You cannot allow this.
A deep shot right down the middle. And the pass is dropped incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball. Important 2nd down play coming up. Dropping back, it's Hoover. Scrambling, now he'll make the throw. And that pass is incomplete. No idea who he was trying to throw it to.
It really comes down to rhythm, Chris, and right now it just doesn't feel like the quarterback is in rhythm. Listen, it's there. They could complete this ball, but again, just not on the same page.
Challenging play for the offense. They face 3rd and long here from their own 43. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up 4th down now.
He has been their go-to guy so far in the passing game, and finally this defense makes an adjustment, and it's physical play. Right at the catch point, they're able to hit him, knock the ball loose. That's a good job right there. They're going to have to continue to focus on him because he clearly is the passing game.
Quick throw over the middle. Oh, that one's picked off. Tackle after the return, but a huge takeaway. Could be a momentum shift right there.
This is classic bend but don't break defense. What an excellent job by this group, forcing the opportunity.
Welcome to the Old Horseshoe on the banks of the Olentangy in Columbus, Ohio. It's the Auburn Tigers against the Ohio State Buckeyes. As always, great to have Holly Rowe reporting from the sidelines. Holly, what do you have?
Thanks, guys. Checking in with Coach Golesh before the game. He is concerned going to an environment like this, one of the best crowds in all of college football. They make it loud and frenetic. He has talked to his quarterback and his center about having a high level of communication here on the road. Guys?
Thank you, Holly. We'll keep an eye on that. The Buckeyes will kick this deep to get us going. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. Handoff here from the shotgun. And they'll tackle him about the 23-yard line. Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. Sticking with the running game. Moves the ball to the 25, good enough for a first down.
This O-line is doing work. Doesn't have to be a big gain in the run game to be successful. Here in a short yardage situation, they're able to just hand it off and let the big fellas up front do work. They're able to pick up that first down. Good job up front.
He hands it off from the gun. And he'll be smothered right at the line for no gain.
Oh, that's a really good job by the defense. Being gap sound, there's nowhere to go for this running back because of the fundamental football being played on the opposite side. This defense is where they need to be, and then they're making the tackle. Really good job defensively.
Nowhere to run up the middle.
Stopping the run is about being sound fundamentally and schematically. You got to be where you're supposed to be in your gap, but then you got to fight. And this defense is fighting off blocks, making tackles. They're doing a really nice job.
On the move now. Fires it on the move. And it's just beyond the receiver's grasp. Too much on that one.
That's the money down that defensive coordinators always talk to us about, Chris. They talk about running their exotic coverages, doing something a little bit different.
Sorry to interrupt, Joel, but this offense is going to go for it here on fourth down. Fourth down. He's throwing for it. And he can't connect. The gamble doesn't pay off. Defense makes the stop. That'll be a turnover on downs.
You live by the sword, you die by the sword. They told us they want to be aggressive, and this is certainly an aggressive call here on fourth down. You just have to execute. They're unable to do that. Credit the defense for getting off the field, and now they've got great field position.
Handoff taken following the right tackle. Open field ahead. End zone ahead. And he could not be stopped. Touchdown, Buckeyes. So the explosive touchdown play by this elite running back. We knew coming in, Joel, this was the guy who's going to have to carry this offense. And wow, has he stepped up.
I'm so impressed when we all know who the guy is going to be. He's the focal point of the offense. Guess who knew that? The defense. And yet they still can't stop him. That's how good he is and how good they are in front of him on the O-line. Terrific job by this group. Great game plan, and obviously getting your star going, that's a huge plus.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. And here comes the Tigers offense back out there. Last time they went for it on fourth down, didn't get it, and it ended up costing them 6 points. And they bounce back here.
It's something I love about this defense is their discipline. Look at them stay in their rush lanes, get a nice stop.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Give it to the back again. Going absolutely nowhere with a loss of a player.
And You know, Chris, football is a simple game. It's about blocking, it's about tackling. And on the defensive side, if you can get off of blocks and tackle well, it's usually going to bode well. Here, a negative play. Great job getting behind the line of scrimmage.
Dropping back, it's Brown. Lets it go quickly. Can't hold on. Good defensive play. Brings up a 4th down.
What a huge play by the defensive back. Looks like it's going to be a 1st down. And he's able to dislodge that ball, create the incompletion. Now it's 4th down. Again, timing. You got to show up at the right time with physicality. Knocks the ball loose, 4th down.
The Tigers will come to the line here looking to convert on 4th down. Looking for a receiver. Tries the right with a quick throw. And this one is caught. He'll be ruled down there, but a 4th down conversion with plenty to spare.
That is such a deflating play for this defense. You've got them right where you want them. It is 4th and forever, and they still are able to get the conversion. This defense has got to do a better job, whether it's pressuring the quarterback, defending better down the field in coverage. They've got to get themselves off the field.
Solid gain, moves the ball to the 43. Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. Takes the handoff again. Now they test the middle of the defense, but get nothing.
This is the exact reason that you get aggressive on 2nd and short. Look at the defense. They're selling out to stop the run, and they do here, and they provide themselves with a chance to get off the field on 3rd down. But as an offensive play caller, look at those safeties. They're down low. Take a shot on 2nd and short.
And a timeout now by the Buckeyes. That's their 1st. Now left with 2 of them here in the 1st half. Offense looking to keep the drive going here. 3rd and short now from the 44. Quarterback's got it on the option. He'll pitch it. Breaking into the clear. Brought down after a big gain and a 1st down. Defense, no answer for the option that time.
I really love this play call. Going with the option on 3rd down. The quarterback just has to be decisive. He makes the pitch, and it's an easy 1st down. Really good job by this quarterback.
This Auburn offense is moving quickly down the field. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. Stopped right there at the line. They'll run the option. Pitches to the back. Finding enough space for a solid gain before they stop here. They face a 3rd and short on the 9th play of this drive. And they pick up the 1st on the ground. Gain moves the ball to the 21 and a fresh set of downs.
Chris, solid conversion here from the offense on 3rd and short. They've already gone for it on 4th down on this series, so you know this was 2 downs to move the chains, but they're able to do it on 3rd down. They are moving with some efficiency right now, and this defense is going to have to bow up.
Looking for the end zone, has a lane. Touchdown, Auburn. Powers into the end zone.
What a drive from this offense. Great execution the entire length of the field. You run out there with that poor field position, you're just trying to reestablish yourself, get a couple of 1st downs, and they're able to go all the way down and get a score. That's incredible stuff.
And the point after is right down the middle. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. In the first play of the drive now from the 25. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. He's past the marker and still going. Breaks clear over the right side. Can they chase him down? Touchdown, Ohio State. This home crowd is in a frenzy.
Chris, how about the speed to take it the distance? Once he got a crease, it was over. There were even some defenders that had an angle, but he outran all of them for a touchdown. What a huge play for this offense. An outstanding run by this back.
Automatic in the PAT. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. They get him down to wrap up the first period of play. Ohio State is on top here, Joel. Let's check out the stats now through the opening period. Plenty of time for some plot twists here as we begin the second quarter. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. He's in. Here he goes. Past the 50. Out past the 30. Inside the 10. He will not be caught. Touchdown, Tigers.
This is exactly what makes this back so special. If he gets a crease, he gets any open space, he's got home run ability. Look at the speed and explosiveness once he's in the open field. He takes it the distance. That's a huge touchdown. This defense is going to have to do something different moving forward, Chris. They cannot allow this guy to get that much space.
Lining up to try the extra point. And it's good. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away.
Number 38, set to kick this one.
Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Ohio State offense comes back onto the field. The last possession was a one-play touchdown drive on the ground. See if the offensive line can continue to create some big lanes. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up second down.
Boy, that is such good timing by the defender. Chris, they're trying to get the ball to the tight end, but right as the ball arrives, you can tell there's some contact there, and he's able to jar it loose and create the incompletion.
They bring him down, but a solid run there by the sophomore.
You know, Chris, we don't talk about it a lot, but the quarterback's best friend is when he doesn't have to be great to move the chains. Here, they're able to hand the football off. The back is able to get across the line to gain, move the chains, create a first down. That's just like a gimme putt in golf for a quarterback. You don't have to think, and you're still moving the ball down the field.
They've got him after a 7-yard gain, so 2nd and 3. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. Tackle, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
These are the type of run plays that can build into future success. I know it doesn't look like much, right? It's second down, you move the chains, that's all great. But that's the exact type of run that you can play off of later in the game, get to play action pass, and get those safeties down near the line of scrimmage.
Stout defense there. It's a 3-yard loss on that run.
Chris, as an offense, you've got to have better success on first down. Now it's an obvious passing situation. I've always felt you want to throw the ball when you want to versus throw the ball when you have to. This is a have-to situation, which means that pass rush is going to get going.
Back to pass. It's Sayin. Scrambling around now, looking downfield. Grab down the middle. It's Johnson. All the way to the end zone. What a run. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
What I love about this throw is that it is on time. And when you're on time, you can complete the ball in tight windows. You can allow for yards after the catch, all of it. And here, they're able to get the completion for the touchdown. Beautiful job by this quarterback.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. PAT puts them in front by 7. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's when the offense will take over. So they begin the drive here in the final 3 minutes of the half. The shotgun handoff here. The junior able to bring him down quickly. Second down after that run on the previous play. Using his legs, it's Cobb. And they'll tackle him about the 23-yard line.
I know it doesn't look like much, but I really like that play. Chris, first of all, you're getting yourself in a more manageable third down situation. The entire point of this thing is to move the chains. So creating this situation is not bad for the offense.
Man, looks like the quarterback's going to run it. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first.
Having to prepare for and stop this quarterback-oriented run game is so difficult as a defense because it adds an extra hat. And here, they're doing a nice job. And you can tell the front seven is being aggressive. They're adding players from the back end and the secondary, and the offense is still able to get the first down.
Offense getting set. It's second down. It's a shotgun run call. And the runner brought down right at the 38-yard line.
This defense is going to have to answer for what's going on with this offensive line in this run game. You cannot sit there and give up 5 and 6 yards on these run plays. You're going to have to commit more resources. Expect the safety to get up near the line of scrimmage.
The pass is off target. He got hit as he threw as the third down pressure works. The offense stays on the field. The coach is going to go for it on 4th and 2 in his own territory. Looking to throw. It's Brown. Finds his receiver. That's enough for the first down. He'll be ruled down there, but a 4th down conversion with plenty to spare.
What a great conversion, and they pay off that gutsy call from their head coach to go for it on 4th down. In the pocket, the quarterback needs to pick a matchup and then be on time with the ball. The wide receiver is able to get past the sticks before he turns, and it's a completion and a first down.
Auburn getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Look out, he's breaking free. That's a solid gain, moves the ball into enemy territory. First down now at the 40.
Well, that is too easy right down the center of that defense. Great job by this offensive line, in particular in the middle of that offensive line. Guard, center, guard. Getting the job done, covering up color, and that's an easy run for a big gain from this back.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Here's the option play. Pitch play to the back. And a decent gain there before the defense brings him down.
Well, this is why this option offense is so effective, is on first down they can stay on schedule. When you're on schedule, it opens up everything. They can go back to the option. They can go to play-action pass. In fact, on second and manageable, I love the idea of a play-action pass here.
Now play number 9 on this drive. Looking to pass here on second down. Throws it to the right. The pass is intercepted. Tackled after a short return to the 23. Nice play by this defense.
That is a back-breaking interception for an offense. As a quarterback, you cannot make that decision. Everybody executed very well. What a good drive. 10-plus plays. You're marching down the field. Now you really got to take care of the football. You put it in harm's way, you turn it over and come up with 0. That is a gut punch.
Oh, downfield catch made on the left side. Goes out of bounds, but a nice chunk of yardage there. He's across the Nice gain, moves the ball to the 47. Another first down. A deep shot to the left side. And it's hauled in. What a catch. Touchdown, Ohio State. Strong game by this quarterback. A huge connection for a touchdown shows the explosiveness of this offense. A lightning strike for 6 points.
I mean, Chris, that was some impressive throw right there. That is a big-time throw. That next-level scout, he's going to be impressed with what he saw right there. Anticipation, driving the football into that open area. Whoa, I tell you what, this guy is playing some ball.
And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. Out there to start a new drive from the 21. To the air, it's Brown. Looking deep to the right side. And the pass is intercepted as he throws into double coverage that time. So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Looking deep down the left side. And that one is incomplete with just 9 seconds on the clock.
Just get the sense that he's forcing the football down the field. That's a tight window throw, and he's trying to fit it in there, and it gets easily batted away. He needs to allow the offense to work.
Looking for a man deep down the left side. Makes the catch. Can he get in? And he scores. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
Great teams close the half well. That's exactly what we're seeing here.
Welcome to Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. It's the Ohio State Buckeyes against the Alabama Crimson Tide. Great to welcome in Holly Rowe reporting to the sidelines. Holly?
Guys, when I walk out onto the grass here at Saban Field, this is one of the most iconic places in all of college sports. When Bryant-Denny is good, it's one of the most dynamic home field crowds. They are so excited to welcome back their Crimson Tide, and they are really loud early in this pregame. I'll keep you posted on how loud, how crazy, and how frenetic it gets here for the Crimson Tide. Back to you.
All right, thanks, Holly. Good stuff. Buckeyes will kick this away to get us going. Bringing it out. It's Scott. Oh, it's a fumble. Who's going to come up with it? And that's recovered by the kicking team. A lost fumble on the opening kickoff. Can you believe it? The offense now has great field position to start the drive. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. And here comes the noise. This crowd is trying to inspire this defense to make a big red zone stop. Running through the tackle. Tough running there, but not quite enough for a first down. Just underway, and this home crowd is fired up and ready to today. Makes the grab, a chance to score. Fights into the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Well, this is exactly what you're trying to do, is take advantage of quality situations. And here they're set up with great field position. You walk on the field as a quarterback specifically, and you're telling your guys, we got to punch this in the end zone. That's exactly what they did.
And the point after is good. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown.
Number 96, set to kick off.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Rodgers. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. And here's the handoff. And they'll tackle him about the 23-yard line. Second down after that run on the previous play. Grab behind the line. It's Rodgers. Tackled right at the 30. Good enough to move the sticks.
That's a good find by this quarterback to move the chains and create another first down. And now you got to keep this momentum going. Take this ball and try to move it all the way down the field and put it in the end zone.
Completion good for first down yardage for this offense. Ball handed off. Fighting off the defender. After second effort, he's brought down, but is past the marker.
That is way too easy. This defense has got to adjust on first down. You've got to get up there and stop the run. If you can just hand the football off on first down and get first downs, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
Alabama getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. And now the handoff. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing.
This has always been a pet peeve of mine from a quarterback perspective, is these nondescript run plays against what is clearly a run-oriented defense. You've got to have the opportunity to throw play action, create some sort of little RPO, give the decision to the quarterback and not just calling this on the sideline.
Now it's second down here. Scanning the field. It's Russell. Finds his man. It's Hill.
I really like the mindset of this quarterback. Take what the defense gives. You don't have to press the ball down the field all the time.
Important third down play coming up after that completion. Out of the gun now on third down. Hot over the middle. It's Rodgers. And they get the conversion there. Set up now first down at the 38.
Boy, anytime you can convert a third and long, that is a huge plus. And that's a great play call from this offensive coordinator. And then really good execution from the quarterback. You've got to stand in there, find a good option, the right matchup that you want, and then deliver an accurate pass. And he's able to do that for a nice conversion. First down for this offense.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Handoff to the right side. And he will be stuffed for no gain.
Second down.
Second down after that run on the previous play. The shotgun running play call. They test the middle there, but get nothing. So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. Third and long. Looking to pass. It's Russell. This one's going to fall incomplete. Brings up fourth down.
Well, not all drops are created equal, and on third down, it just feels like a bigger drop. And trust me, nobody feels worse than this wide receiver. So as a quarterback, you go over to the sideline, you've got to make sure to go up to that player, and you've got to be a leader. Tell him, hey, we're going to come back to you. We need you the rest of this game. He cannot go in the tank after that drop.
Fourth down. The offense will go for it. He's looking to throw. Moves to his left now, escaping the pocket. He's looking to scramble. Look out, he's got space ahead. And he will head out of bounds after a huge pickup on the ground.
This is exactly what's so impressive on film preparing for this team is to see the quarterback's speed. Look at his athleticism and explosiveness once he gets to the second level. You can tell that he is so comfortable running the football. This is a huge gain, an explosive run, and this isn't even a designed quarterback run. I tell you what, this is going to be a long day for this defense if this guy is going to be able to run loose like this on the outside.
Alabama's offense now lining up on first and goal. Designed quarterback run. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Chris, this was the plan for this defense. When we talked with this coaching staff, they said, we need to contact this quarterback. He needs to feel us, and that's what they're doing here in the first half. If you're on the other side, you got to tell your quarterback to get down or get out of bounds. There's no reason to take these hits in the first half.
Defense is coming after him. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a third down. This should be the last play of the quarter. Third and goal. Looking to throw the ball. Pass caught. Can he get in? And he's not going to get there. Short of the first down. Brings up fourth. Ohio State has the lead after 1. And at the end of the first quarter, let's check out the stats so far. They've flipped ends of the field. We're ready now for the second period. They converted a fourth down earlier on this drive. Now can they punch it in on fourth and goal? To throw, it's Russell. Touchdown, Alabama. They go to the air to reach the end zone.
That is a statement drive, Chris. To start this drive, you're really thinking about just trying to change the field position. But they drive all the way down and put it in the end zone. That is an exclamation point during this game.
And they'll set up for the PAT. And it's up and good. So after putting up a touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time. And the defense smothers him for no gain. offense trying to find a way to get this drive going. It's 2nd and 9 for the 26. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. With the catch, it's Smith. They stopped the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play. Offense moving closer to the line to gain after that catch. They'll try to run for the first down. The Buckeyes keep the football on the move.
I really love what this offensive line is doing in these short yardage situations. It's 3rd and 1. They're able to win the line of scrimmage, and they move the chains. But remember, this happens because you build into third.
Oh, the pass rush gets home.
Well, this offense better figure out this protection because you cannot allow pressure to come right up the middle of the field, right into the face of the quarterback. I think they need to full slide. This running back is not doing a great job identifying the linebackers, and here are the Mike linebackers right in the lap of the quarterback right away.
That sack makes it 2nd down and forever. The offense with some pre-snap motion. To the air, it's Sayin. It's a short completion to the tight end. Tackle made after a big gain.
These drag routes are so difficult to defend, in particular when they're thrown with the proper timing and ball placement. The wide receiver can just run right through that ball, and now he's got a full head of steam, and he's able to get the first down.
And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss.
Excellent play by this defense, getting that tackle for loss and creating a 2nd and long. And now from an offensive perspective, just get half of this back. This next snap is about creating 3rd and manageable. It's not about moving the chains. When we talked with the coaches, they said this was their concern. Their offensive line trying to hold up against this pass rush. And here, right away, they've got the quarterback under duress.
Here comes the rush. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the football there on 3rd down.
This offense has got to stay out of these 3rd and long situations. This pass rush is too good, and here, more evidence of that. They get pressure, contact the quarterback as he throws.
Wait, check this out, Joel. The offense is going to go for it here on 4th down. Needs a completion here on 4th down. And he can't connect. A costly turnover on downs. Decision to go for it doesn't work out this time.
I know this group wanted to be aggressive today, but this is more in the reckless category. It's on your own side of the 50. It's the first half. They had no success here leading into this 4th down. It's 4th and forever. And now the opposition has great field position. You're setting them up for success because of this reckless call on 4th down.
Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. Back to pass. It's Russell. Finds an open target on the left side. Defense wraps him up after the catch, but he's just short of a 1st down.
This is what makes this defense so tough. Great zone coverage behind the play, forcing the quarterback to check things down, but then the key, tackle in space.
Back now goes in motion. Defense will have to adjust. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it here. Receiver makes the grab. They stop him at the 22. This offense in great scoring position now.
And there's that connection that we've been expecting to see. That's something on film that really showed up, is this timing of the quarterback and wide receiver. And they haven't really established it yet today until here on 3rd down. That's a good job. Maybe it gets them going here a little bit for the future.
Looking to throw again. Running out of time in the pocket. And the receiver's got it. They get him down quickly. Not much of a gain on that completion.
Man, my favorite thing about corners is when they're aggressive and they tackle well. This is just an easy hitch on the outside. It's man coverage, and so this corner is on an island. If he doesn't make this tackle, it's going to be a big gain, and he steps up and does it beautifully. This guy is always willing to stick his nose in there for the tackle.
4 set of bounds after a nice gain. The offense is knocking on the door with a 1st and goal.
This This is exactly what this defense wanted to do right here, Chris. They told us in our meetings that when this quarterback left the pocket, they wanted to make sure that they were contacting him with physicality and toughness, and that's exactly what happens here.
The Tide offense line up here on 1st and goal. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. He's got it right near the end zone. And they've got him. They'll have to hurry now. 2nd down with the clock ticking. They'll try to run this one in. No, he doesn't get in. They rise up and stop him short of the end zone.
Really good run by that running back. I thought he was going to get into the end zone. Why not reward him? Go right back to this guy. He's the